Hello, welcome to an episode of The Hinge, where we talk to you about all the news and the things and stuff. And is it going to be that news?
Just random things.
A little bit current.
Let's just talk about Andor first.
You're here, you're right here, and you're ready to fight!
Actually, no,
Andor.
let's wait for that.
Oh.
A thing we actually haven't spoke about is Skeleton Crew. I don't need to go in depth in it, but that was this year, wasn't it?
I really loved Skeleton.
I thought it was going to be absolute shit.
Last time I spoke to you about it, I was like, oh, it's weird. I don't like the weird
You text me within like the first minute of watching it going, these houses.
The houses are weird.
roads."
It's all weird. I have to say, I'm still on the it's weird, it's a bit odd. Like, I feel like they didn't have to make it so, like, suburban Star Wars. But... no, it definitely it didn't go in the way of normal Star Wars properties where it just sort of goes somewhere and then doesn't go anywhere. If you know what I mean. But this one, it ended well. I thought the ending was good. It was climactic. It was just good.
I really loved it. To be honest, I thought the first and last episodes were the weakest ones. They weren't terrible, but I just really enjoyed the whole thing. It was just light-hearted and I don't know. It was just
Nick Frost in it.
Yeah, everything was, all the designs of the things were really good. I thought that the place they go at the start where they first meet all the pirates and that.
Yeah, that was really cool.
But that really reminded me, is it Nowhere in Guardians of the Galaxy?
There's
a few little bits
where
I was like, and I thought it was, obviously spoilers, I thought it was strange. Well, I kind of, obviously the only thing I didn't really want was Jude Law to be anything Jedi.
Yeah, I wanted to be a Jedi either.
But he was, but not much.
But it wasn't really a Jedi, it was more just like, I was just a Force user.
Bit, yeah.
But the fact that we're giving him like a bit of a backstory, I don't, saying like, I was a person who did, like doing that whole classic thing that everyone seems to have.
I almost thought if they were going to do it as a Jedi thing, they should have said right at the start, he goes, yeah, I'm Jedi, I do this. Like, that's because it was like, oh, is he going to be that thing we all think he is? Oh, yeah, I guess he is. Like, it's not, it's most unexciting. But I really enjoyed it. It was just a nice little surprise from expecting. I was like, I'll grit my teeth through the first episode and then I won't watch it. But, to be honest, is it Win? One of the kids sort of drove me a little bit mad.
The main little boy.
The main little kid.
Yeah. But Neil was better than all of them.
Oh, yeah.
And the other two were pretty good.
Were great.
So, yeah, there was nothing.
But Win was just occasionally, I was like...
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean there, yeah.
And
that was the most annoying of all the children.
But no, just a really nice little surprise where I was like, God, it just felt good. Obviously, I've seen every single... It felt good. I've seen everything Star Wars thing now, all live action stuff, apart from Acolyte still, which I will watch.
And you've not watched... You watched Ahsoka?
Yeah, watch everything. Okay. All the live action stuff. But let's talk about...
You want to win?
Yes, it has some slightly... Okay, I wouldn't say it's massively upbeat music. I think the weird thing is nothing I can ever think of Star Wars has ever had contemporary music.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's my big thing with it. It's not just necessarily contemporary.
Ever. I can't do a single thing.
Or just like... apparently a few trailers with Skeleton Crew apparently had it. But it just seemed weird to me to have that on there.
Quite liked it. I don't know if it's
odd.
I
didn't. Yeah.
I know it's just a fucking trailer. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But it's just the thing where you go, oh, you don't do that.
Wouldn't it be really weird though if they did it in the actual thing though? Like, what if they actually had him like in there? Like, there's just a song that plays when he's like doing more rebellious shit, and you'd be like, oh wait, no, that we don't need this.
It's weird. So I think of like a false memory. So do you know Requiem for a Dream? Do the music for that?
Is it a film?
It's like a really famous theme.
I know the theme. I know the song. Yeah.
I remember, and I say I might have false memory. I remember watching the trailer for possibly it was the Two Towers or the Return of the King that had that music in the trailer. I'm gonna have to look this up, and if it's real,
I feel like it definitely.
Frodo, it's taking hold of you.
You have the gift of foresight. Tell me.
Would have been.
But that feels really weird because it's such a weird piece of music to fit with that.
Yeah,
because it takes it out of the. Do you know what I mean? Like the middle, like they had that whole thing where there was an Anna Lennox song in I think Return of the King, but they took it out because it made it too
one right at the end
modern. Because everyone knows Anna Lennox's voice, so like something pulled out of the film. But anyway, it's just we're talking about trailer music, but it's just. At least it made it feel slightly different. But
what do you think of the footage, though?
It all looked very interesting. It looked. I don't know. It just looks sort of fun, but I think I said, I think it's going to be brutal. Everyone's going to die. Or 9% of people are going to die because they're not in any of the films.
Rogue One.
But I think it just was. Exciting, and I like the way that Disney actually was like. Clearly, everyone thought this was fucking amazing. And they really pushed the fact that all the reviews, because obviously when it came out, it wasn't getting very good reviews. Not reviews, sorry, very good
just
reviews at all.
yeah.
No one was watching it for ages. The amount of people I had to go, just fucking watch what, and they're like, oh, it's amazing, and then they'd watch it. But this was like months after it had been out, like all very late onto it.
I do think they've sort of not blown the load, but they've kind of told us a little bit too much about it in my mind. Like, I don't know if you've been like looking on things, but like they're sort of explaining that it is going to be in exactly the same sort of like story arcs, and there's going to be quite a bit of space in terms of like years between each story arc.
Well, they've
and
said
it's going to go all the way up to Andor. And so it's a bit
no, Rogue One.
Sorry, Rogue One. It's going to go back on itself. It's a what's its face. But yeah, so that's something that I kind of feel like they told a little bit too much.
But they said that a lot. They said a long time ago that it was going to have like 3, like the first season when it's like 3 episodes is basically a little film.
Yeah.
But they've said the other day that they're going to release 3 episodes a week.
Oh shit, that's pretty good
for a month. So there's 12 episodes.
Wow, that's really good.
But I think it's just weird that I'm so excited for something where I know exactly where it's going to end. They've said it literally just ends on Rogue One.
It's the story. It's the journey as opposed to...
No, exactly, but then it's like fucking stupid Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sorry, I keep thinking.
But I'm sure we're going to get
Obi-Wan Kenobi where I know exactly... It's the same situation where I know Obi-Wan Kenobi's obviously going to where he's going to be in the next few years, but I just did not give any sort of shit about it.
The annoying thing is about Obi-Wan Kenobi, though, they introduced characters we all knew were also going to be there, whereas with this, we know that Andor's going to be there, we know that K2SO is probably going to show up, but the rest of it...
Well, he has to,
fucking just go mad, except for maybe Grand Moff Tarkin. Not Grand Moff Tarkin, what's her name?
Well, Mon Mothma's in it.
Mothma, yeah.
Tarkin obviously spoken about. The only
is he going to come in? Wait, he won't come into it.
Well, surely, because it's got Krennic building the Death Star.
Yeah, but they won't. They won't do another Peter Cushing like.
No, but he'll at least be mentioned. The only person they've not shown, which I'd be shocked if they don't mention at least, is Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh right,
because obviously he was helping design it.
Do you think?
But obviously he's retired.
No, but he's.
No. As in Rogue One, remember he started building the Death Star and then he retired.
But that was
it was taking too long, so that's why Krennic went to go and find him. We needed to help finish it.
But if you think about the timeline, Jin was like all the way like a little baby when he got taken back by the Empire. So he could
Good
be
point, you are right,
potentially there. So he could be the person,
but he'd still be alive.
He could be the person who smuggled out the
Wait,
the
what
message.
happens to him now? I'm thinking at the start of Rogue One.
So at the start, he gets taken away. Jin
he just gets taken away. Yeah,
Jin go and hide in your hole, and then his wife gets shot.
The mum gets
and then he goes into the and then Forrest
he's
picks him
working.
up. So he's working for like 10 years.
Yeah, still.
Maybe
So
even
he might
longer.
be in it. That's what I mean. So he still will be.
Yeah.
But
also, how does the message get out about the...
Bodhi Rook has the message.
Bodhi Rook has the message because he's the starfighter that gets out.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking there could be a little bit of a way of finding out.
Also, Bodhi Rook technically, like, because he's got. Well, he must be in it because he's the one who starts the.
Because he talks to Bodhi Rook and he goes, "Are you the pilot?"
Yeah.
That's the thing. You would have known. He would have known he's the pilot. You'd have probably had a conversation. I don't think it needs to actually.
No, it doesn't
really
need to,
fully linked to the Project Stardust shit.
But it will. I know they've said it physically. Scene. If the last scene.
Well, I imagine that guy in that British actor that's like, I can't run. I've not got
legs.
I can't go up the hole. He's just going to be there like, right, should we go and have this meeting down this alleyway then? And it's going to be boom, done.
Yeah, I forgot about that guy.
I can't climb up. I've got no legs.
You know, he has legs.
Yeah,
he's just like hurt his foot or something.
Yeah, I mean. Also,
it's a really crowded. I don't know. It seems really. Well, it's just.
I can't get up there.
It's just like I suppose the start of Andor, where it's just to show Andor's obviously really brutal. He
He's
shoots him at the start, and he does
the
the same as Andor. He just shoots like out in the face.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I need to rewatch it. So when's it out, Joe?
22nd of April.
Okay, right. So I need to watch it all the way up until that point, and then just.
I'll probably I might watch all the. I'll at least watch the last 2 episodes. But no, I'm super excited about it.
Talking of another show like Andor that sort of like didn't really. Catch a lot of people's eye when it first came out, but is now doing incredibly successful and everyone's really buzzing about it, is Severance.
I only hear good things, but I have no idea what it's about. It's on Apple.
Really good.
I kind of don't want to know anything about it, if you know, because I know it's probably a bit weird.
Yeah, but do you want me to give you a little brief synopsis? Yeah. Okay, so it's basically about the idea of you basically going to work and just severing off a part of your brain so you don't have to remember what you do at work. So like if say you're going and doing like really, really complicated like nuclear, like you've got all the nuclear codes down there, all the government secrets, they could just sever you and you basically go down there and do all this stuff. That's not it. That's not what they're doing down there. It's for a company, but it's very, very, very good. And
so when you go home, you can't remember.
Anything that you've done at work. You can't remember who you've met. You can't remember all.
So it's kind of like the wipe of your brain, basically, when you leave the.
It's like you've kind of split your brain in half. And your brain is accessed, your severed brain is accessed when you go down an elevator. And then
Okay,
when you
so
come back up,
it's not already working while you're not working in two places. If you know what I mean?
No,
You're not home, I'm
you
working.
can't. He doesn't remember anything that you do. You don't remember anything that he does. It's just really
So
good.
it's the subs. I was going to say, you've watched Substance.
I've not watched. I really need to watch Substance. I need to watch
Substance.
Substance. I really know I need to watch Substance.
Fucking watch it.
You have to watch
It's not-
Severance
it's
before I
not-
watch Substance. Talking of other things, I watched. Okay, let's just go. I watched Wicked.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't love it. I actually was the only people who probably didn't love it, and I really love musicals and stuff like that. But I was a bit done with that. I watched Better Man. Talking of more monkeys.
Oh, the
Robbie Williams thing.
Yeah.
That one was actually really good. I will say that's actually quite a good film.
I've not heard anyone say it's shit. It's just loads of people going, I don't understand. Like,
it's a lot of it's just like a kind of a big music video. It's I don't know. It's like a really lot. It's all very hectic. It's quite like. I don't know. It shoves a lot in your face. It's good though. I mean, I don't know. I liked
it looked interesting.
I liked
if it was
it.
just been him on his own as a normal bloke, it'd be a bit boring.
It's
I don't
good.
really like
it's
any
not-
sort of autobiography like.
No, I don't like them either.
Yeah.
The only three that I've liked are Willard Al Yankovic's one, and I watched the Pharrell Williams one, but I didn't really love that. I just liked the medium of it. But Willard Al Yankovic one was good. But this one, it is just good. I like the ones that are a bit different. Obviously, like as you've heard, like the jokey ones. But it's just good. It's just a good film, and it's very, very, very well done. It's very well made in terms of animation.
Well, I know
It's got the animation.
cost like 100 million and made like 9 million.
Yeah, but I quite like Robbie Williams' music. It
Yeah,
kind
it's
of really took me back, and I was like, oh shit, yeah.
I don't know how worldwide
Oh,
he
yeah.
is like to us. Like we just know all the songs.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like maybe it's just us. I don't think he ever made it in America, did he? So
nowhere near as much.
Yeah.
Like for like 4 or 5 years, he was just everything here, and then
well, even longer. Like it was like I don't know. I
Like,
feel
probably
like it was
like, 2 or 3
longer. From,
albums,
like
probably.
Angels, like fucking like all the way back to I don't know. And then he did drop off after Angels, I feel, and then he did that other weird one. Anyway, I enjoyed it.
Oh
No,
shit! I've
what
just
is
thought of what we haven't spoke about. I forgot to write down.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong.
But did you see the trailer for the new Jurassic?
Yeah. I can't remember it very, very, very like.
Go to an island. They have to basically.
Oh yeah, that was it. You've got to go back to the normal original Jurassic Park.
No, it's either Lost World Island or another island where they kept.
Oh right, okay.
The dinosaurs the monsters, the ones that, which kind of basically, I remember when they were doing Jurassic World, like for years they were talking about doing a Jurassic Park 4 or whatever, and they were talking about all these ideas, and one of them was doing like dino human hybrid things, and there was all these mock things came out where it was like this sort of shit. And I was like, I was so glad they never went down that, because you'd have dinosaurs as like military weapons, a bit, like, which they kind of went down the road a bit, but not mutant people.
At
Dinosaurs.
least it's not mutant people, because then you just get into the same thing that Aliens got.
It's just fucking
the same
stupid.
issue. It just becomes.
So this one is the island where there's dinosaurs and also clones that didn't work. Because in the book, in the original Jurassic Park of the book, they do mention that obviously when they were trying to clone dinosaurs, they didn't just instantly make a dinosaur. There's loads of kind of mistake ones,
like blobs, just
basically.
out, like substance.
So there's some in the trailer where you can see this thing that's like a rancor, which is still alive, which kind of actually fits, because that kind of makes sense. Like,
okay, so there's a third island.
Well,
do you think it's a third island, or do you think it's
the way they're describing it? It's definitely not the island. It's either Nubar, Sauna. I can't remember
which one's which.
But I don't think it's Lost World Island. I think it's another island. But basically, there's loads of big dinosaurs. They have to get the DNA or blood samples from like the 4 biggest dinosaurs.
Wasn't that the same thing as like the second one? They had to go and get all the DNA.
No, they just wanted all the fucking dinosaurs to make a new
No.
park
I'm
in
saying
San
the
Diego.
second one in the other second one. The second one of the Jurassic
World. They're trying to rescue them off that fucking.
But they're not trying to rescue them, because that first bit is just them. They have to go and get the T-Rex's enzymes.
It's all very confusing. I kind of wanted this one to be called Jurassic Park, not Jurassic World again. It just get rid of the
just
world
try and
shit.
fuck that off. It will just like Jurassic Kingdom.
Just fucking Jurassic Park classic.
No,
but yeah, it's very a lot of it looks a bit like Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, where they go to some island, the Spinosaurus, all the dinosaurs are there, they're kind of on their own, trying to survive. But I don't know. I think I'm going to cinema and watch it.
Are you going to go to the cinema and watch it? You
last one I watched was Jurassic
three.
World. No, I saw Jurassic World.
Oh, okay. Well, I watched Jurassic World too.
Yeah, but then the rest I'm like,
no, I can't be honest. What was the next thing that you said? You're saying Pacific Drive again,
mate. I've never spoken about.
You have. We spoke about it on this last time.
Mate, we haven't done the thing.
I thought we did it last time.
I spoke to Mark about it over some beers. Have you not played it?
I've not played it, but the other day I watched videos of it because I was like, I do want to play this right now.
Pacific Drive is a game. You're in a car. You have to basically maintain the car, drive through this mysterious zone. Loads of crazy stuff happens, I've completed the main sort of storyline. Most of it is car maintenance, but how it sort of works is the car is kind of like alive/haunted, and weird little thing. Do you know when you go to the mechanics and you'll get your car like a diagnostic machine on your car? Well, in this game, sometimes you'll be driving and you turn on the radio and it'll make like your boot open, and you go, okay, I've worked out. If I turn on the radio now, my boot will open. So you have to go to the diagnostic machine when you're back in your garage and work it out. But then random things happen to your car where it's like the left light will go out every time you reverse. Like weird things you have to kind of keep up repairing your car. It's really weird. But also it's quite funny because you'll just be in shit situations and then you'll put your headlights on and then all your doors will open and you're getting done like radiation and stuff. But it's I just need to get the fish tank in. I'm trying to get a fish tank for my garage in it. But I got it for 12 quid. I must be on like 25 hours easy.
No, but sorry, how long did it take you to do the main story?
Well, 22 hours or something.
Okay.
But there's loads of stuff to do. It's just a really interesting game. And just the vibes, the music, everything's really cool. But it's just very, very different. Pacific Drive. It's not really like anything else I've played. And the music and just the graphics, everything about it is just really, really cool.
Is it hectic?
Yeah, it gets really stressful.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I kind of fancied that because I was watching I just kind of like the idea of driving and basically being chased by things and then everything kind of going wrong and being like set up onto the side of something and then everything having to sort of like, I don't know, I quite like the idea.
It's weird, and there's certain times in levels you'll do a certain thing which will start basically like a storm, a bit like, I don't know, bloody, what's it called?
Fortnite. That's
yeah, like the storm, but sometimes it'll be because it collected a certain amount of things, or sometimes it'll just, it's not a timed thing, so certain events you'll collect certain, and then suddenly the alarms will go off like the Inception kind of noise, and you're like, shit, the storm's going to suddenly start coming in. But no, it's Pacific Drive.
It's not if you know about it when you're going out there.
Sometimes it just happens after like 2 minutes, so you'll get to a level, and because levels are sort of generate randomly, you'll go on the map and look, I'm going to go here and here, and then you'll start doing something, and then the fucking thing, the alarm will go off, and you're like trying to scrap bits of old cars, put them in your boot, and get out of there.
Business talk is Amazon acquiring the full rights from Barbara Broccoli.
I thought they already had them because all of James Bond's been on Amazon.
Because it's MGM. So they
bought
acquired MGM, but the creative rights to James Bond were not given in that thing, and then they rebought them recently. But it just basically because they were talking about how James Bond could just completely lose its license because someone was saying that they wanted to buy the license because it's been almost 5 years now since the James Bond film in the next year, and they're not going to make one in the next year. So now that Amazon own it, they can do a little quick like Moneypenny series.
So you can do all,
and then they can go down, but then they now own the rights to it again.
To be honest, I know obviously Broccoli had it, but then I don't know if it's one. Do you know the one where it's like you have to make, like Spider-Man, where you have to make a movie?
No, it is like that.
Every
That's
X amount of years. Yeah,
so it's 5 years
ago.
So
who had it before? But it's not MGM had it for years.
MGM have had it, but obviously films were still coming out.
Yeah.
But MGM were like the
but they went bust though, didn't they? Basically,
Amazon did, and Amazon bought them.
Yeah.
So then I think that was like 5 years ago. No, maybe probably less. Yeah, probably about 5 years.
It's a while ago they went bust because they didn't really have, apart from James Bond, they didn't have much else. Did
no,
they,
I think they sold a lot of stuff to Disney and stuff as well.
But they sold Harry
MGM
Potter?
Studios. That's Warner Brothers.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Warner
Brothers. But yeah, anyway, so that just, I don't know, I'm just like kind of a bit like, not bummed out about that one, but I'm kind of a bit like, I don't want to see James Bond every 5 seconds.
If they don't keep doing them at the cinema, I think they still need to do cinema releases.
Yeah, but I think they'll just do other shit though. They'll do like they've kind of, have you seen that weird like James Bond Drive to Survive or whatever, like the weird, like, it's like 007 Drive things. It's all about like, it's like an Amazon show.
The cars.
All about the cars and I think the gadgets and like doing like little challenges in the cars or something.
Yeah,
it's kind of like their version of Top Gear.
To be honest, if they just did loads of like little documentaries and like, do you know what I mean, like not fictional things, that's fine. Like like same with like Star Wars and shit. If they did a whole thing about just the fucking costumes in Star Wars or whatever, just that whole series, I'd be like, oh, watch that or whatever. But if they're just going to shoot out loads of Q, the early days, or whatever, that kind of shit, lowercase Q, or whatever, but they could do like, but I think, I don't know, it's a tough one. I'm a bit like with James Bond, where some of the films I really, really love, but then a lot of them, I'm not like massively invested.
Are you a bit like just let it die for a bit?
No, just I think it's been long enough, but they just have to pick someone. So everyone's getting too old. Who they keep all the names that are floating around. They're like, well, they're also old now.
I feel like we've just like done everything we could do on it.
No,
like I would love to do the old school thing, like where we said, like where you just sort of go back in time.
Just put it in like the 60s and 70s,
and just go back there.
I wouldn't be shocked if they just do one in the 70s, one in the 80s, especially Bosch, one there.
Bond, different 007, 1995.
Yeah, different people playing Bond.
GoldenEye, really, isn't it?
But I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that.
Yeah.
And then you're not stuck with the same actor for.
Well, that's the thing, and then you can do like different cool things and just sort of not. And it's not set in stone, you know, because I don't really care about James Bond's personality or like who he actually really is. I'm not like, oh, I can't wait to see him. I don't know, like it'd be just like, oh, that one was shit. Oh, that one was. I suppose you would.
I see him as more like a little time capsule of certain times. So it's like, especially in the old days where you'd have, I've just got this new Philips electric shave, a cappuccino machine, and a new car or music. I see him as that. So you can, because to me it is like a time machine where you watch certain eras. It's like, oh, here's what's. I sort of see it like that. So. Yeah, I'm not like massively connected to the character. It's just like, oh, here's some bloke like going through the. Some of it is sort of going through the motions, but they're a bit. I don't know. It's a bit like Mission Impossible movies. I enjoy them, but I'm not like, oh, I fucking love them. I'll enjoy them when I'm watching them. I don't really. I'm not going to argue.
Fucking love them.
I do, but then I just forget about them. I'm not invested.
Yeah.
I've just enjoyed the little especially to me though, Bond is much more of a time capsule sort of series where each one is literally like, oh, let's see what the 60s were like. Oh shit, like whatever, like Duran or whatever. Like, James you can't do that. Kyoto. Why is there two women fighting for him, like knife fighting? What's that one where he goes?
What? Bamba and what's it say?
No, Bambi and thinking, no, that's for that. I think that's Manchester Secret Service, that one. But there's a lot of things now when you look back and go, Jesus Christ, what are they doing? Like.
The biggest one was the Sean Connery in it wasn't the Never Say It Never Again. The one where he goes to Japan.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Yeah, but again, they're a little time capsules. You can go, that was bad, but also it's just fun to look into a world that was so different.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of other things are just for I don't know. But yeah, I can't get emotional about James Bond. Like, as long as people keep making them. I'd be more pissed off if someone just buys them and then goes, right, I'm not going to do anything now for fucking 20 years or whatever. Like,
but do you not think that would be quite like?
It's not financially good.
So they're not financially good for obviously us, but like
I mean for a company. I mean,
but do you not think it'd be good just sort of like I don't know, have a bit of a break?
When was the last one? It must be.
It was like almost 5 years ago. It's like 2022, I think it came out. Really, like it was just after COVID.
So I think even if they pick a new Bond or whatever, it's going to
take a year. So
it's going to be at least 3 years. I'd say minimum.
So it will like run out. 100%. Yeah. But they'll just put out a little shitty thing.
No, but I mean, if tomorrow they decide, right, here's the Bond, it's probably 3 years by the time unless they've got everything written.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to be a real old man here. So I watched a film I thought I'd seen a million times, and I'd obviously bits of, called Once Upon a Time in the West. You might have heard it. It's from 1968.
Okay.
So famed. Sydney. So it's from 1968. You might have seen it. So at the start, it's like 12 minutes of no dialogue as these three cowboys waiting at a train station, just shooting, just literally hanging out. Hello. Just literally, it's all vibes. And then the train turns up, and this guy gets off the train, and he's like, "Do you bring me a horse? Because there's only 3 horses and there's 3 guys.
Right.
Bring a horse for me." And they're like, "No, we're one short." And he goes, "No.
You brought too many."
And then he shoots. It's Charles Bronson.
Oh, right,
and he shoots the 3 guys, and then it's basically Sergio Leone who did the Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns. It's the last western he ever did. Anyway, I just thought 1968. I thought I'd seen it, and I got it on 4K. I missed the 4K. I'm not going to go through it. 4K is the best thing ever. Get everything on 4K, and it's fucking like nearly 3 hours long. And I just thought, I'll just put it on and start watching it. It was so fucking good. And just watching a film where, and this is where I sound like a complete old man, where there's massive sets with like trains and old towns. Everything's real. You can see for fucking miles. There's no painted shit. There's no CGI shit. There's just like, everything's fucking there. It was just like, I don't know. It was just really fucking good. Obviously everyone knows movies. I think it won like every fucking award. It's always in like the top 50 movies you have to see before you die or whatever. And obviously it's very much just like Red Dead Redemption or whatever when you're watching it. But it's just like one of those films I thought I'd seen it like sort of 20 years ago. But just like...
Is it Ennio Morricone who's doing the songs as well?
The music... Cool. It's got a harmonica in the main guy. Charles Bronson has a harmonica.
Yeah, no, I just don't think I've seen that much about it. I probably have seen it in
so good
things, but...
I thought, I know all this film. And I started watching, I was like, I had no clue what... Like, I sort of knew the broad strokes. But just it was more just watching a film that just because it looks incredible and you can literally just see. There's no bullshit. It's just all I don't know. It just made me think how different like. There's like a bit where a woman gets off a train and they built a whole train station. There's a fucking locomotive. There's a whole town, and this shot is probably like 6 minutes, and then that scene's never like that town like that bit isn't shown ever again. But they built a whole fucking just I don't know, just so different to like whatever this next. When I was thinking about making films, like if they make the next James Bond, they'll be going right. We need
put it in a western.
No, we'll need like what we're gonna need. I don't know, fucking big green screen. You know what I mean? And some bottles of Heineken. Yeah. It was just. It was just so different watching something where I was literally like really interested, looking around at the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah,
a very different vibe to like anything
you've watched,
especially when it's filmed from 1968. That's like what? It's 60 odd years ago.
Yeah,
really.
That's cool.
And it just was cooler, and the music especially made that guy. What's it called? It's just so good.
Yeah,
just like absolutely incredible. Yeah, it's just me ranting. But yeah, 4K is the best thing ever. Get everything on 4K.
Yeah, is that the end of your list? What are the other things?
Well, fucking hell, I was just thinking Wallace and Gromit. We didn't speak about that.
Oh yeah, we've done one since Christmas.
No, we haven't. We haven't done any Hinges. We did the Substance in November.
I liked Wallace and Gromit. I want to go back. I want to go to the area that.
What with
the big thing? Yeah, I want to go there. That looked pretty cool. Yeah, no, I really liked it. It was very good.
It was really good. What's your favourite one?
I think still potentially just a Grande Out, but and then maybe just Long Trousers. Yeah.
Okay. What are the name of the trousers again?
Oh yeah. Something romantic.
Techno trousers.
Techno trousers. Okay, yeah. No, I know that one, and also a Close Shave's pretty good as well.
Cool. Yeah, Close Shave's
good, but it scared me as a child.
Oh,
Close Shave, the robot man pressed it. Yeah.
The robot
man. Don't talk to me about the robot man.
No, it was very good. I was a bit like because it came out at Christmas. We've definitely I did really love watching it twice. The new one.
It's very good. It is very good. It wasn't. Do you think it's going to stack up, or do you think we're all just like, oh, it's a new one, it's brilliant?
No, I think.
Or do you think that in like next year it's going to be like the
Loaf one?
The Loaf one,
yeah. But I just didn't like the
Matter of Loaf or Death.
Yeah, it was fine, but when I saw it, I just was never that into it.
Whereas this one, I was like, Curse the Were Rabbit. Is it going to be like Curse the Were Rabbit? I don't care, but you know what I mean. Right?
Sasha's watched that one like 500 times. That's her favourite. Yeah. She went to hospital. I think she was like in hospital or something, and during the hospitals used to have those screens. They used to pay. You used to have like a card you put in, you could watch a movie, and I think she just bought the Were Rabbit.
Oh right, okay.
So she just watched.
And they were like, you pay every single time you watch it.
Yeah. But you remember those things?
Yeah, that was mad. We used to put granny on those, like quite. Yeah.
You had like a pay card, didn't you?
Yeah, and you had to go topping it up.
Yeah.
Can you do my top-up card?
Yeah.
It was like fucking extortionate. They didn't have like a little. Yeah, that was
like I want to watch Were Rabbit again. But yeah, I can't think what else. Also, I know you don't watch Reach. I'm up to date on Reach, the one with the really big man.
Jack Reacher.
Yeah,
right, the man. Reacher.
He's a really big man. He's punched loads of people. He kills so many people and gets away with it. But it's very, very enjoyable. The new season's just come out. It's the third season. It's all free on Prime. If you've got Prime, watch it. It's just a big, tall man.
My big takeaway is, and the thing you need to listen to everyone with, is watch Severance.
If I can watch it, I just don't have Apple.
Yeah, okay. Just illegally do it, though.
I know, but I don't have any illegal things.
You do. You can just do it.
No, I don't do illegal. This is completely... That one time when we went on X videos and were searching porn trends. Remember that time on that video? Where we put in we put in like 2 random words and then we put 2 other random words, and which would have the most things. And that's a completely clean laptop. That's the only time I've been on anything even slightly.
Oh right, okay. Well,
it was just like trousers and like.
I don't think 3X videos.
No, I know, but I'm saying,
and not the big
any
things
illegal
that are going to be. Okay.
I wish I know what those things are now, but yeah, it was silly. It was funny.
Obviously, don't do it illegally, but yeah do it.
Oh, also. I bought tickets. I'm not going to tell you when, but I'm going to Japan. I bought my tickets.
He's not going to tell you when. Do you know why? Because he's scared about you.
Yeah, I am.
Breaking into the house and stealing all the guitars.
My 4K, my 3 4K Blu-rays I've got. Right, let's end this.
Right.
I'll cut out all that Japan bit. That was just more just to tell you.
Thank you for watching very much.
We'll do some other videos soon. Also, thank you for requesting. I've had a few things requested on my Instagram of stuff to watch. I've completely forgot what they are, but I've got them on the list, or on the watch list.
What?
Some series, actually. Oh, also I watched the first episode of Dan. You watched that? I nearly was going to do a versus. Actually, it's quite weird.
Okay, Dan.
I was going to do Dan in, is it like Sakamoto Days? There's 2 things on Netflix.
Okay.
We might do them, I don't know anyway.
Potentially.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Okay.
Boom.
So
You watched Solo, a Han Solo story. Solo, a Han Solo story by Han Solo.
on Blu-ray.
On Blu-ray.